Once upon a time, there was once a curious young boy named Tayo who lived in a small village surrounded by rolling hills. Unlike other kids, Tayo wasn't interested in games or toys. Instead, he spent his days wondering about life's biggest mysteries. Why are we here? What is peace? How can truly be happy? One day, Tayo heard about a legendary Zen master who lived on the tallest hill in the village. "They say he has all the answers," the villagers whispered. That was all Tayo needed to hear. With a determined heart, he climbed the steep hill to meet the master. At the top, he found a peaceful temple and the master, sitting under a tree, calm and serene. The master was an old man with a long beard and a twinkle in his eye that made Tayo instantly trust him. Hamster Tayo began eagerly, "How can I find Zen?" The master smiled warmly and said, 10 years. Tayo's eyes widened. 10 years? He shook his head and asked, "What if I work really hard, harder than anyone else?" The master's smile grew wider. "Then it will take 20 years. Tayo blinked in confusion. How could working harder take longer? But he wasn't giving up. "What if I give it everything I have? If I devote my entire life to finding Zen, how long will it take then?" The master chuckled softly. Then it will take 30 years. Frustrated, Tayo burst out, "Master, I don't get it. Why does it take longer the harder I try?" The master leaned forward, his gaze kind but sharp. "Tayo, when you have one eye on the goal, you only have one eye left for the path." For a moment, Tayo just stared. "What do you mean?" he asked softly. The master pointed to a nearby tree. "Imagine you're climbing to reach a ripe, juicy fruit at the top. If you keep looking at the fruit, dreaming of how sweet it will taste, you'll lose focus. You might even slip and fall. But if you focus on each step, where you place your hands and feet, how the bark feels under your fingers, you'll climb steadily. You'll enjoy the climb, and when you finally reach the top, the fruit will taste even sweeter." Tayo nodded slowly as the lesson sank in. The master smiled. "The secret to Zen is this: stop chasing it, embrace the journey, focus on the moment, and Zen will find you." From that day, Tayo changed his approach. Instead of fixating on results, he embraced the process, the effort, the learning, and even the challenges.